Good morning everyone. In a previous class we have learned about the ratios, proportions, is it? So ratios means comparison of two quantities and proportion means comparison of two ratios. Okay, today we are going to learn about the unitary method. Okay, what is mean by unit? You have to find out the one quantity. Okay, so in this method first we have to find out the value of one quantity. After we have find out the required number of quantity. That method is called the unitary method. Okay. So what is the definition of unitary method? First we have calculate the value of one quantity. Okay. For example, is given the whole value of the any one of the quantity. First you have calculate the value of one quantity. After you have calculate the required number of quantity. Okay, that method is called the unitary method. Okay, first ஒரு இதுக்கு வேல்யூ கண்டுபிடிக்கும் இல்லையா, அதனால ஒரு வேல்யூ தான் கண்டுபிடிக்கும். ஒரு பொருளுடைய வேல்யூ என்ன அப்படின்னு கால்குலேட் பண்ணுறதுனால தான் இது என்னன்னு சொல்கிறோமா யூனிட்டரி மெத்தட். ஓகே, so write the definition. Okay, in this method first we have find the value of one quantity. One quantity, then find the value of required number of quantity. Okay, that is called the unitary method. That is called the unitary method. So what is that? Unitary method means in this method first we have calculate the value of one quantity, then find the value of the required number of quantity. That is called the unitary method. Okay, and we have using the alternate methods using the proportions. Okay, using the proportion, if we have considered the two quantities, if one is increasing or decreasing, the corresponding quantity also increasing decreasing, that is called the direct variation. Direct variation, that is an alternate method for the unitary method. That is an alternate method for the unitary method. Okay, first we will see the unitary method examples. After we will see the alternate methods for that example. Okay, so example 12. If the cost of 15 pen is 60 rupees, what will be the cost of 21 pencil? Okay, so what is given? If the cost of 15 pencil rupees is 60. Okay, so 15 pencils oda rate evlo kuduthirukanga 60 rupees. What will be the cost of 21 pencil? So first we have calculate the value of one pencil. First we have calculate the value of one pencil. Okay, that is a unitary method. Okay, so given the cost of 15 pencil is equal to rupees 60. Okay, now the cost of one pencil is equal to 60 divided by 50, is it? You have to find out the one quantity. So how many times is possible? 15 fours are 60. Is it? 15 fours are. Okay, so cost of one pencil is rupees 4. Now we have find out the what will be the cost of 21 pencil. So the cost of 21 pencils is equal to the cost of 21 pencil is equal to 21 into rupees 4. So 4 each. Thus the cost of 21 pencil is equal to 84 rupees. Now see the next one of the example. The example 14. Okay, the cost of 10 meter of cloth is rupees 300. 10 meter cloth is 300. Find the cost of 7 meter of cloth. Okay, so 10 meter cloth is rupees 300. We have to find out the cost of 7 meter. Okay, so first we have calculate the 1 meter rate. Okay. One I will do in the alternate method. Okay, so I will explain the 14th problem. Okay, the cost of solution. Cost of 10 meter of cloth is equal to rupees 300. Rupees 300. So cost of 1 meter of cloth is equal to 300 divided by 10. So 0 will be cancelled. So 1 meter cloth rate is rupees 30. So cost of 1 meter of cloth equal to rupees 30. Rupees 30. Now we have calculated for the 7 meter. So cost of 7 meter cloth is equal to rupees 30 into 7. So what we get? Rupees 210. 210. Okay. Thus cost of 7 meter cloth is equal to rupees 210. Okay. Now see the 13th problem. Before of 13th problem, I will explain the direct variation. Okay. When we have considered the two quantity, if one quantity is increasing and the related same kind of quantity is also increasing or decreasing, is called the direct variation. For example, the cost of pen is 30 rupees for 10. Okay, the 10 pen rate வந்து எவ்வளவுமா? Cost of 10 pen rate is 30 rupees. Okay, then the pen is increases. So what is the cost of 20 pen? So number of quantity is increasing, the cost also increase. That is called the direct variation. That is called the direct variation. In case the pen is decreased, the cost also decrease. That's also called the direct variation. Okay, direct variation. That is the alternate method. Okay, so I will first write the explanation for the direct variation. Direct this also the proportion. Okay, this also proportion. Okay, direct variation is the proportion method. Proportion method. Okay, proportion method. if two quantities are related to each other. Is it pen and cost? Okay, so related each other, okay, in such a way that when one quantity is increase or decreases, then the corresponding or related, okay, then the corresponding or related quantity, then the related quantity is also increases or decreases it is called direct proportion or direct variation. Okay, proportion or direct variation, direct proportion or direct variation. Now see the example. Okay, do you understand this? If the pen number of quantities is increasing, the cost also increase, is it? That is called the direct variation or direct proportion. Okay, now do the example 13. Okay, do this method. Okay, if the cost of 2 dozen pencil is rupees 48, 2 dozen, so 1 dozen means how many quantities are there? 12 quantities. Okay, 2 dozens of pencils, so totally 24 pencils. Okay, rate is 48. What will be the cost of 6 pencils? We have to find out the 6 pencil cost. Okay, so first write 1 dozen, is it? Is equal to 12. So 2 dozens means 24. Okay, so cost of 24 pencils is equal to 48 rupees. Okay, these are all the given. Okay, and next find cost of 6 pencils. Okay, now we are using the direct variation, the direct proportion method. Okay, first I draw the tabulation. Okay, here write pencils, number of pencils, and here cost of pencil or cost of pencil or cost. Okay, cost of pencils in rupees, symbol we will put. Okay, so number of pencils, so cost of 24 pencils, how many rupees? 48 rupees. What do you find out? To find the cost of 6 pencils, how many rupees? So we didn't know. We have to find out this value. So let me have consider B x. Consider B x. So 24. Okay, write in the proportion. Write in the proportion. 24 is the first proportion and second proportion is 6. 48 is third proportion and fourth proportion. Fourth proportion. So we have write the proportion 24 is to 6. The proportion 48 is to x. Now we can do 24 by 6 is equal to proportion equal to 48 by x. Okay. 24 how many times? 2 times. Now cross multiply. You know that proportions and ratios. Okay, so you can easily do this. Okay, so now multiply. So x is equal to, here 1 is there, so multiple of 1 is x. So 6 into 2 is equal to 12. So x how many rupees? Thus the cost of 6 pencils is rupees 12. Okay, that's it. Now see the exercise problem. Exercise 10.3. So what is mean by unitary method? First we have calculate the value of one quantity. After we have calculate the required number of quantity. Okay, see this. So first what is given? 24 pencil rate is given. First we have calculate for the one quantity. Okay, here we have using the alternate method. Okay, unitary method you have follow. First we have calculate the one quantity of the rate. After you have calculate the required number of quantity. Required number is 6 pencils. Okay, right. The first question, the cost of 10 pen is rupees 280. What is the cost of 8 such a pens? Okay, so the cost of 10 pen rate kuduthirukanga. We have first find out the 1 pen rate. Okay, after we have calculate for the 18 such a pencil. Okay, right. So given the cost of 10 pence is equal to rupees 280. Okay, now we have calculated the cost of 1 pen is equal to 280 by 10. It will be cancelled, so 28 rupees 28. What we find out? The cost of 18 pence. 18 pence. What we do? We have to multiply. Okay, so rupees 28 into 18. 28 into 18. Multiply. 8 8s are 64. 6. 8 2s are 16. 16 plus 6 22. 8 2. So 4. So 504 rupees. Thus, the cost of 18 pen is equal to rupees 504 rupees. Now see the next one. A car covers 50 km in 1 hour. Find the distance covered by the same car in 45 minutes. Okay. So this one I have using the alternate method. Okay. The direct proportion method. Okay. Let's see. You have any one of the method. For your understanding, one problem, do the alternate method. That's it. A car covers 50 kilometers. Okay, so distance is given and also minutes is given. So first you have draw the table. Okay, one box allotted for the distance. Distance, which unit you have used? Kilometer. Distance in kilometer, and then Minutes is given, is it? Minutes. Minutes also given. See, a car covers 50 kilometer. Yes, 1 hour is given. 1 hour. So we have calculate to the minutes. So how many minutes 1 hour? 60 minutes. Okay, 60 minutes. And next one. So calculate the distance bx. Okay, 45 minutes. 45 minutes. Okay. ஸோ அப்படின்னா 45 மினிட்ஸில் எவ்வளோ கிலோமீட்டர் ரீச் ஆகிருக்கும் அப்படின்னு கேட்டிருக்காங்க. ஓகே, now in proportion, so minutes are degrees, the distance also degrees. It's a direct proportion. In proportion, 50 is to x is proportion 60 is to 45. You know that the units are the ratio, any kind of ratio. First we will check the units, is it? The same kind of unit only we have compare. Okay, right. Now we have write 50 by x equal to 60 by 45. It cancel in 12 5s are 9s are 3 3s are 3 4s are. Okay, that's it. Now cross multiply. So 5 50 into 3 is equal to here 4x. So 150, 4 come to this side, denominator x by using the transpose method. Okay, so how many times is possible? 4 3s are 12, remaining 30, 7s are 28, remaining 2 0, 5s are. Okay, so how many kilometers? 37.5 kilometers. So answer is, find the distance covered by the same car in the 45 minutes. The car, thus a car cover 37.5 kilometer in 45 minutes. 45 minutes. Okay, now see the third problem. The cost of 30 kg of bananas is 180. How many kg of bananas can be purchased for rupees 300? Rupees 300. The cost of given. Okay, the cost of 10 pence, sorry, 30 kg of bananas equal to rupees 180. Rupees 180. How many kg of bananas can be purchased for rupees 300? So 30 bananas we have paid 180 rupees. So 300 rupees we have to pay. Then how many bananas we have to buy? Okay, see, first we have calculate the cost of 1 kg of bananas is equal to 180 by 30. Okay, so 1 kg, how many rupees? 6 rupees. 6. Now we have calculated for the $300, is it? The cost of, we have calculated the kg, is it? Cost of x kg of bananas is equal to rupees 30. We didn't know that value, okay, but we know that the 1 kg bananas, okay. So 1 kg of banana is equal to rupees 6. Therefore rupees 300 divided by 6, how many kg? 50. So 50 kg. Thus the cost of 50 kg of banana is rupees 300. Why do you divide here? Here we know that amounts. We know that amount. We have to find out the number of quantities. So in this place we have divided by the one quantity amount. So total rupees is 300. The one banana rate is 6. So 300 divided by 6 we get the weight. Okay, right. And next fourth one. So if a crow grasses 10 square meter of the field in 3 days, what area will it cover in 21 days? So 21 days la evlo area vandu cover agum. Okay, the cow ingradhu crow is given. Cow grasses is correct. Okay. Okay, the fourth one. This one we have using the alternate method. Okay. So first draw the table in alternate method. Okay. So what are the data are given? Area. So area in square meter. Okay. And then number of days. Okay. So first the cow grasses 10 square meter field in 3 days. Okay. And what area? We didn't know. We have find out BX. Right. Cover in 21 days. 21 days. Okay. So in proportion 10 is to x, proportion 3 is to 21. So 10 by x is equal to 3 by 21. It cancel in 3 table. Now cross multiply. So x equal to 70. So number of days is 70. Thus so area, is it? Area we have considered. So 70 square meters. Sorry. Square meter. Thus 70 square meter area when it's covered in 21 days. In 21 days. That's it. Okay. And fifth one, homework. Fifth, sixth, already we have do the same method. Okay. And seventh one also. Seventh and eighth now do. Okay. So fifth and sixth is homework. Okay. A man earns rupees 5,600 in a 1 week. So 1 week how many days? 7 days. Okay. How many days ma? 7 days. A man earns 5,600 in 1 week. How much will he earn in 15 days? அப்படினா 15 daysக்கு எவ்வளவு earn பண்ணுவாங்க அப்படினு கேக்குறாங்க. So 2 weeks we have to calculate. Okay. So first we are using this method. Okay. Alternate method of direct proportion. Okay. Earning amount in rupees. Okay. And number of days. Number of days. Okay. So 5,600. Here the number of days is 1 week. 1 week is given equal to how many days? 7 days. 7 days. Okay, and next, how much will he earn in 15 days? So we didn't know that earning amount, and here how many days are given? 15 days are given. 15 days are given. Now write it in proportion. You will write the proportion, after I will correct. Okay. This is equal to 7 by 15. Okay. 7 8s are 56. Okay. Now cross multiply. Here 1. So x equal to 800 into 15. 15 8s are 120. 15 8s are 120. So added 2 zeros. So the salary, the earning amount is 12,000. Thus he will earn rupees 12,000 in 15 days. Okay, right. And next one, 8th problem. A parcel weighs 35 kg. How many parcels would weight 2,100 kg? So single parcel உடைய rate வந்து 35 kg. Okay, for example இதோடைய weight வந்து எவ்வளவு இருக்குமோ 35 kg இருந்துச்சுன்னா how much parcels would weight 2,100 kg? Simple one. Just to divide we get the answer. Okay. So yeah, one parcel is it? A parcel weight. A parcel weight is equal to 35 kg. Okay, so number of parcel weight number of parcel for the weight 2,100 kg. So what we do? we have to divide. Okay, so 2100 divided by 35. So it cancel in 5 table. 5 7s are 35, 5 4s are 20, 5 2s are 10. So added 0. So 7 6 are 42, added 0. So how many parcels we have made? So number of parcels, thus what we get, 60, is it? So thus 60 parcels would weight 2100 kg. 2100 kg. Okay, so homework given 2 only, is it? Homework exercise 10.3, five, and 6 only. Okay, if you have any doubt in this related concept, you will ask to me. Okay, so what we learned today we have learned about the unitary method. Unitary method means we have find out the one value of quantity after we have calculate the required number of quantity. That method is called the unitary method. Okay, I hope you all understood that concept, and we have followed 2 methods. One is unitary method, another one is direct proportion method. Okay, I hope you all understood. If you have any doubt, you will ask in the online class. Thank you, students.